Seated on stage to your left is Miss OUMIE Nyasi, Senior Class President. Dr. Marianne O'Shalik, Executive Director of School Improvement. Mr. Joseph Conal, Chief Academic Officer. Ms. Elaine Martin, Trustee, Board of Education. Mr. Brian White, Treasurer, Board of Education. Ms. Megan Papazian-Broadwell, Vice President of the Board of Education. Dr. Robert Livernoy, Superintendent of the Warren Consolidated Schools. Ms. Sue Trombley, President of the Board of Education.
I said I was sorry.
Ms. Susan Catula, Secretary of the Board of Education.
I'm sorry for thinking about that anymore.
Mr. Benjamin Lazarus, Trustee of the Board of Education. Ms. Sharon Irvine, Chief Human Resource Officer. Ms. Linda Austin, Chief Financial Officer. Ms. Lisa Denemy, Teacher, Sterling Heights High School. And Ms. Katie Kimball, Teacher at Sterling Heights High School. I'd also like to thank and recognize the many staff members who assist in today's ceremony. The front office staff of Jan Kawa, Sue Thaird, and Tammy Lewandowski. Assistant principals, Mr. Kevin Greisel and Ms. Liz Elkowski. With special thanks going to Assistant Principal, Ms. Rachel Williamson, and her Administrative Assistant, Ms. Margaret Dwyer, for their efforts in organizing today's ceremony. Lastly, thanks to the staff members of Sterling Heights High School who have joined us today to honor and recognize the class of 2015. It has been an honor serving as your principal. In keeping with tradition, I would like to ask for a moment of silence and remembrance for the Sterling Heights High School alumni and family members who are serving in our country's armed forces who cannot be with us today. Thank you. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce the President of the Class of 2015, Ms. OUMIE Nyasi.
Administrators, faculty, staff, and family for joining us today to celebrate the graduation of the amazing class of 2015. I'm very honored to be up here giving this speech because it's been a lifelong dream of mine to be like Beyonce, standing up here on stage with all eyes on me. And who said dreams don't come true? I have been waiting for this moment since freshman year, standing in front of my peers, my closest friends, and my family. In September, before I even started thinking of writing this speech, I had people lined up saying, "Hey OUMIE, make sure you give me a shout out. Have you started yet? Is it gonna be funny?" I just said, relax, give me a few months before I start thinking about it. But now the time has come. Here I am, standing in front of you, reminiscing on these past 4 years. As 8th graders, we came to Sterling for a tour and chanted the words, 2015, freshmen keep the crowd alive. It feels like just yesterday, we were so eager to be in high school. Little did we know that we would become the little fish in a big pond, who would be hit with extensive projects, ACT preparation, college choices, AP classes, all while trying to keep our grades up and maintaining social lives and jobs. In 9th grade, we sat in front of our freshman mentors as they told us how fast the next 4 years would fly by. We sat through our first pep rally, literally sat in silence, and occasionally yelled out a random, "woo!" But this was only because we didn't know how to act. We went to our first Friday night football game, our first homecoming dance, and got introduced to the annual cancer football game. We merged together from Carleton, Grissom, and Flynn, became one big family, and met new people who helped mold us into who we are today. 10th grade is when we started moving up the rank. We were no longer the little babies. It was the year we took honors chemistry and honors English. Honors chemistry. Oh man, those were the days. And if you took LaHass, I'm sure you know what I mean. This was the year we all got our permits and later our licenses, pretty much thinking we were grown because of it. As sophomores, we weren't eligible for parking passes, but we still managed. Shout out to Planet Fitness right next door. This was the year we thought we knew it all. The year the seniors actually acknowledged our existence. The year we began leaving our comfort zones. But it was time to get serious because junior year was right around the corner. When I was told junior year was going to be tough, I didn't believe it. Like, how hard could it possibly be, juggling sports, 2 to 3 AP classes, good grades, extracurricular activities, and a job? Well, it's much easier said than done. As the year went on and ACT preparation began, we realized that they were right. On top of dealing with school, we had to start researching colleges and taking the right steps in order to get to the college of our choice. And then in the blink of an eye, the coveted senior year was upon us. As soon as senior year started, we began reflecting on our time in high school and realizing that our whole lives have been a lie. High school wasn't what it seems like in movies. Thanks, High School Musical, for giving us false hope. As cliche as it sounds, it truly does feel like we were freshmen just yesterday. Watching the senior boys work it during cheer champs, experiencing our last Spirit Weekend pep rally, all these last times set in the daunting realization that we'd be moving on to our final step. Just like in Nemo, the little fish were breaking out of their tanks. This year I started to feel as if I took the past few years for granted. And I know if given the chance, many of us would do it all over again. Or maybe not. Most of you have had senioritis since sophomore year. As events such as our last homecoming, senior breakfast, and senior choice words passed by, we realized we were in the home stretch, and senior year was coming to an end. Now that we are graduating, it's time to look forward and simply reminisce on our time in high school. As we all know, the Pythagorean theorem and knowing how to formulate a thesis isn't what will take us far in life. It is our drive and will. How willing we are and how much we truly want to reach our goals is what matters. Henry David Thoreau said, "Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined." That's what I want all of you graduates to take out of today. If you leave here today not knowing what you want to do, that's okay. We're still young with tons of experiences left. A wise man named Michael McLean once said, "It always takes longer going somewhere for the first time because you don't know exactly where you are going. Make sure when you are chasing your dreams, you have a good map." So like McLean said, I want all of you to reach for the stars and don't let any obstacles stand in the way of your dreams and happiness. I know that all of you are destined to do great things, no matter what you choose to do. And if you know me, you know I truly mean every word I'm saying. Now we're done with our parents making decisions for us. It's time for us to really grow up. Even though we're going to new places and going our separate ways, it's important to remember where you've grown the most as a person. Sterling. Remember your teachers who you formed bonds with, and remember your friends through the years. I'd like to end with saying that graduating from Sterling Heights High School is a decision I'd make all over again if I had the opportunity. I'd like to thank my teachers that I've had all 4 years, Coach Rapicki for always being extremely supportive and always being there for his players whenever we needed him, Mr. Cullip and Mrs. Springer for choosing me to be class president, allowing me to have this opportunity and putting their trust in me. I'd also like to thank my family, especially my parents, for always being selfless. Sorry. But you are appreciated. Sorry, I told myself I wouldn't cry. Last but not least, you guys, my classmates, for always showing me love. That's one thing I'll never forget. Maya Angelou said, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." I hope that at one point or another, I have made you feel good with kind words, made you laugh, or simply made you smile on a bad day like you've done for me. It has been a huge honor of mine being your class president, and whether you see me as a president, a friend, or both, I'll always be just Moons, the girl that was eager to make the most of the best 4 years of her life. Congratulations, class of 2015. All the hard work has paid off, and we have left our mark at Sterling Heights High School. Just one last thing to leave you all with, because it wouldn't feel right if I didn't say this. I know you guys are going to say it with me, but always remember that every minute, every day, Stallion Pride is on display. I'd like to welcome back Mr. Miller.